in this case, I also find it very probative. In other words, it proves something that not only was her face bashed in, because the killer didn't have to do that to effect a murder, but that also she was found naked, exposed out on a hiking trail. That tells me something as well. What do you make of it, Jessica Garth?
Well, I think the first thing you have to think about is whether or not she was sexually assaulted before or even after she was so brutally taken from us in this case. So, we can hope that that's part of the investigation, that potential DNA evidence might result from that investigation, which would help us find the person who killed her.
I'm thinking about that possibility of a sex assault. Jessica, if she, Rachel Morin, had been sex assaulted, would that tend to indicate to you her killer was someone she knew or a stranger?
Well, to me, Nancy, I think it could cut either way. I think we know that domestic abusers often use sexual assault as a means of power and control. And when they're doing, the ultimate act of taking a life, it's the ultimate means of taking power and control over that person, usually a woman. However, I think, Dr. Bethany makes a good point that if this were a crime of opportunity, this could have been a sexual assault and the victim may have fought back, or perhaps the attacker intended to kill her, from the first place. But if she did fight back in this case, if Rachel fought, for her life, I think that would also lend itself as to why she was beaten so brutally in this case, if she was, if she enraged her attacker in an attempt to save her own life.